An individual that helped us start the year I'd love to call out by name, and that's Mr. John Villaseñor. He had an opportunity to share some of his thoughts when we think about the present and the near future and the impact of the digital world with our entire faculty at our opening session.
John's presentation to the faculty was exactly what I was hoping it would be. It's helping all of us recognize the unique place that we fit within the world historical trend right now.
I often like to think when it comes to technology in terms of three broad categories. The first being the present, and then when you look at the future, I think there's sort of the near-term future. Then when we look beyond, let's say, the 10 or 15-year time horizon, I think our vision gets blurrier. Rather than try to make specific predictions and then adapt to those predictions, we're better off looking at broader ways of thinking and skills that are really kind of evergreen skills that will allow us to engage productively with technology, regardless of the specific form it might take 20, 30, 40 years from now. I think it's very important for everyone, but particularly for today's young people, given the very long time horizon that their careers and lives will span, to learn to be agile thinkers with respect to new technologies. We're really teaching people to think, to analyze, to understand, to synthesize, to create, and obviously those are skills which transcend all of our subjects. I think in the best case, technology is really an amplifier of our own creative powers and allows them to be that much more effective. To me, the ethics question in the technology context is fascinating. It's no longer simply a question of forming our own ethical frameworks, which remains as profoundly important as it ever was, but we're creating technologies that themselves will be required to face ethical decisions or make decisions with ethical implications. So it's a different thing. We have how do we behave, and then how can we create technologies that act in ways that we would deem ethical, and those are two different but obviously fundamentally important things. It's incumbent on all of us to teach our children as they become increasingly frequent users of digital systems of the importance of just being aware of the explicit and implicit agreements that are being made with respect to their data.
A forward thought is developing this awareness and an understanding, and not as fear-based, but really having an informed approach to what that data will mean when it is everywhere.
We've fundamentally turned a page where we've gone from a world where information was scarce and available only to, if you go back to hundreds of years ago, only to the very, very elite group of people, to a world we have today where we've got this incredible democratization of access to information. And I think that's just extraordinarily powerful. Looking to the future, I'm optimistic about the role of technology to continue to have really transformative positive effects. I'm beyond impressed by how thoughtful Convent and Stewart Hall are being with respect to these really, really important issues, and there are many days when I wake up and I wish I could spend the day in some of these classes because there's amazing stuff going on.